Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another part in the series that I'm doing for my design team project for Deb at Artzology. And today I am using her pattern cards again. There are so many of them. To be honest, this will be the last part in the series, and I still have a ton of cards left that I can use as journaling, I can use them as journaling cards just the way they are, because I've already printed, on the back, so I can just chop the corners and ink them up and they're ready to go. So these are very versatile. I hope that I have shown that during this series. So this will be the last one, and today I am making pockets. So again, to kind of go along with the theme that I've, it's just kind of happened. I've been kind of showing you an alternative to some of the more expensive tools that are out there for paper crafters. Just because you don't have to spend a lot to make beautiful things. So today I made pockets, and these four, and I just made some little tags inside, I have an alternative for that as well. These four pockets I made with the Pocket Punch Board by We Are Memory Keepers, and I've had this for a couple months and I had never used it yet. So I kind of wanted to try it out, and it makes two different types of pockets in multiple sizes. It comes with like a little cheat sheet for what size to cut your paper for the different sized pockets. And I think it's in, oh yeah, that's just in a different language and in centimeters. But anyway, so it is a very handy tool, but it's not necessary. So I'll show you the pockets that I, did create using this. And if you are interested, I'm not going to do it in this video, but if you're interested in how to use this, because it is a little bit more complicated than some of the other punch boards, just let me know and I'll do a separate video tutorial on how to use this. So if you have it and you're not sure what to do with it, just let me know and I can do that. But I'm not going to do that today because I'm just going to show you what I came up with when I used the punch board. So these cards of Deb's, and I'll link those below as well, are 3x5. So I was limited to, fairly small pockets, but that's okay because I think they're super cute. So the punch board makes pockets, like envelope type pockets with flaps, and then it makes just your standard pocket, and it actually has a punch that does the thumb notch. So if nothing else, I'll grab it to thumb notch things when I don't feel like, I don't know. Anyway, it's handy. And so I've made two of the thumb notch ones and then two of the itty bitty tiny ones with flaps. And in here, I had gotten some of this cute little ephemera from one of my pen pals, Tammy, and I just tucked those in there because they were sitting on my desk and they're little. And then I just added a Tracy Fox word to the fronts. And these are the part of the pattern cards in Deb's shop. And then, yeah, just some more little bits there that I had laying around. I think those are super cute. And then for these, I created tags using this punch. So if you have it, it's a fantastic tool, but you don't need it. And this is from Hobby Lobby, but I'm sure there are other brands. This is Paper Studio. You don't need it to make tags. Now, obviously, it makes a fancier tag than what I'm able to do by hand. But you can make it fancy even if you don't have the punch, and I'll show you what I mean. So this one, I just added some satin ribbon to the top of the tag and some navy blue lace because I thought it went really well with that pattern. And this is the back. And then for this one, again, and these are cards as well. So both of the tags were created with cards from the kit. And then here is this gorgeous pattern. And I messed up a little bit. This was the first one I made, and that punch board is a little tricky to get used to. I just added some baker's twine and a bow on the front, and then you've got your little tag in there. All right, so that's with the punch board. I'm gonna show you how I made this one equally cute and adorable without using really any tools besides scissors and glue and a little 1/2-inch punch. But look how cute that is. I love this paper, or this pattern, and I thought these flowers went really well. Added a little gold bling in the middle, and then here's the back, and here's the tag that I created out of a different card. Super cute. So, okay, now I did create this tag with that punch, but I'm going to show you how to do it without the punch. So, we'll sit that up here, just kind of as reference. So I went ahead and picked out, this was a card, and then obviously this is a card. And all I did to make the pocket is I folded it into thirds. I just want to make sure that my tags will fit after I have folded it. So I just want to make sure that I'm not going, making it too small or too big. So I'm just, kind of eyeballing it really. And I just folded one side over, and if I had my bone folder nearby, I would use that, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. So just crease that with my scissors, and then again, just make sure that this has enough space for my tag. And I'm just lining up first one side, and then I kind of crease that, and then I line up the other side, crease that, and if you hold it, then you can get a pretty good crease there. So that is our pocket shape. Now, before we glue anything, it's much easier to do our thumb notch ahead of time. So I just kind of eyeball halfway and put, oh, I don't know, my punches always like throw the paper. Anyway, and I just want to double check out. That is not centered at all. Do you see that? That is really not centered. Oh, that's gonna bother me. So here's what I'm gonna do. I used a 1/2 inch. I'm gonna use my inch and come in and sort of try and get a better, try to center it a little better because it was pretty bad. So I just have it, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but I'm just hoping that that is a little bit better centered, and I think it is. All right, enough of that. All right, now I'm going to ink it up real quick. And you want to ink the back side of your flaps because that might show a bit through the thumb notch. And I always ink my my creases as well. Okay, and then all I did, I mean, I really kept this very, very simple. I used my art glitter glue, and I added a line of glue here to the bottom. Okay, I'm not even folding anything. I'm literally just gluing that down at the bottom, and then I add a line of glue to this far edge. Maybe, come on glue, there we go. And then a line of glue here. And that'll hold, oh, and then also down here. And then that will seal everything up for us. Let's see here. And if you're worried about gluing your pocket shut, which I think I'm okay, but I just always grab something that'll fit in there and just make sure that nothing is stuck in the middle. And then there you go. You have an adorable little pocket without any special tools. So I'm gonna add this gorgeous aqua flower here, just because I can. And then we'll make our tags. Okay. I always have glue everywhere. Is it just me, or is that just kind of a crafty thing? You just end up with glue literally everywhere all the time. It's really cold, so I think my Fabri-Tac is misbehaving a bit. Oh, come on. It doesn't seem to want to hold as quickly. And it's, yeah, I don't know. I can't remember last winter if that was a thing. I think it was, because I kind of remember complaining about it when I was making all the journals I made for Christmas presents. All right, so there's our pocket, and I've already cut these down to, I think they are, let's see, 1 3/4 inches wide. And I'm not going to use my punch. I'm going to do these by hand. So there are many different ways that you can do this. If you don't have tag punches, I'm pulling out a couple things here that I wanted to just share. So if you have ever purchased, like these types of tags from Hobby Lobby, and as you can see, I usually get them when they've been marked down on clearance, you have the makings of a template for making your own tags, because you can use the packaging. Like this one is a ticket shape. So I know in a previous video in this series, I was showing how you could do this with just a circle punch, but you could also just keep these and trace that, you know, that pattern onto the edge of whatever paper you're using. And then you can just cut that out with scissors. But I have a banner shape. I have obviously a tag shape, and then I have this fancy one that could be used for many applications. You could, you know, use it as a label. You can use it to make the top of your tags pretty. It's way too big for this particular project, but I'm just you know, kind of saying keep your packaging, because it can be used for, you know, for templates or just to make tags in general. Like you could, you know, use them to make tags, but I'm going to use the tag shape today to show you one way to do this. And this, you know, this might be, I think what I'm going to do is kind of a combination of two techniques. So I'm going to use this because it's straight, but I don't necessarily want it to be that pronounced of a diagonal cut. So I'm going to line it up. And it doesn't really matter because I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to cut that piece using this tag shape as a guide, okay? And then I'm going to take, here's the piece that I cut off. I'm going to take it and I'm going to flip it over and place it on the other side, line it up the best I can with my really cold hands today. Let's see if I can see. All right, so do you see how I have it lined up? Now, when I cut, when I use this as, you know, a guide, I should get a very similar corner cut. Hopefully it actually worked. I'm trying to see here. I think it's okay. It's not perfect, but it's really close. So there's your tag. Okay, so that is kind of a combination of techniques, because you can also just freehand, and let's just do it. So I'm just gonna cut a corner. Okay, so there's my corner, and I'm gonna flip it over and put it up on the other side. And then we can cut that. And again, it should be fairly similar to the other corner. There we go. So 2 tags, and honestly, you don't need anything but a pair of scissors to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and ink these up. Now for the other one, this tag, the punch punches a hole, and then I added just hole reinforcers to the front and the back. But for these, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So just get them inked up here. And if you wanted both tags to be identical, I made them a little different. Obviously, my cuts were quite different, but I'm okay with that because I like the different shapes. But if you wanted them to be the same, you would just use that one corner you cut off in the beginning, use that for all the corners, and then you would get the same shape every time. So I am going to use some of this crochet trim. This isn't old or anything. This is from Hobby Lobby, I believe. They had it 75% off when I was in Florida at the end of August. And I have to admit, I grabbed all of it, every color that I could find. As you can see, I have some in ivory here as well. And instead of making a hole or anything, I'm just going to double it over. Let me see if I can get that to focus better. Come on. Just doubled it, you know, kind of like a V shape. And I'm going to lay that at the top and kind of hold it with my thumb. And I'm going to use my stapler. In this case, I just have a Tim Holtz tiny attacher, but you could use any stapler. And I'm just going to staple that right onto my tag. And then I'm going to do the same thing again for this one. Sorry, it was loud. So there we go. We have 2 tags, no special punches required, and we can just tuck both of those into our little pocket like so. There we go. That took longer than I thought it would, but you know, that's okay. So yeah, guys, this is it. That's it for this series. If you're interested in the rest of the series and you haven't seen it so far, you can find the whole thing in my design team project playlist. And yeah, so I'm gonna be back soon. I'm gonna film ahead some because we're leaving for Florida soon. And I'm going to work in my Miranda journal a little bit. And I'm also gonna pre-record some of the 3 and 30 alphabet challenge videos so that they're ready to go up on the Mondays that I will be unavailable. So that is my plan. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help. And yeah, I'd love if you subscribe and stick around a while. And I hope you have a marvelous day, like I said already. And I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye.